Hello, 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 hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. How's everybody doing today? We have a lot to discuss. As always, for all folks, understand that we are an educational platform. Okay. Nothing we say constitutes financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. All I'm doing is I'm just sharing with you my thoughts. Okay. How I think, right? And also the data that I have. Okay. I would like you to question everything I say, take everything I say as a grain of salt. I want you to think for yourself, right? Because that's honestly the best gift, right? I wanted to take a moment and I just wanted to reflect. So, a lot of my lifetime access members, I'm just very proud of all of you guys. I get a lot of personal messages from you guys, and a few stories kind of just struck in my head today. How we have, a former alcoholic, now sober, becoming a multimillionaire. A high school, we have a couple high school teachers, but a high school teacher struggling to make ends meet, taking extra shifts outside of their normal duties just so they can take care of their families. Middle-aged woman battling a brain tumor. Burnt out healthcare providers just wanting a chance to breathe at the American dream. One of my favorite ones, a father who messaged me, who told me, I don't want my children to think I'm a failure. I want to make them proud. I don't want to have to be a Walmart greeter or do that type of job when I get older. I want my kids to be proud of me. We have divorced mothers trying to rebuild their life. Others that lost their husbands, that are widowed. Folks that have one healthcare problem after another, that are just trying to make it through without pain. I listen to all you guys, right? And one of the big, there's so many quotes in the Hippocratic Oath, but you swear when you become a doctor, get into med school, you swear to share your medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. But I feel like now that the world has become so monopolized, there's so many monopolies now. It's so tough. There's monopolies in pharmaceutical businesses, monopolies and whatnot. It's hard to heal people when they're in a system that is designed for them to be poor for the rest of their life. It's hard to heal and do a job as a doctor when your patients don't have money to eat protein, right? It's hard to do a job of a doctor when your patient has to weigh the financial costs of getting brain surgery and having a mortgage on the house. So, um, what what's important for me is the fact that, all you guys have touched my life, right? And if there's one thing that I can do, is be able to take all these books, this experience, this knowledge that I have, and be able to share it with you, right? And to see you happy, to see the smiles on your faces today. I I don't care about the money I make. I don't care about the money I'm making. We made a lot today. We made over what, $500,000 today. No. I think we made about like 250 whatever that thousand, and then in a week we made about maybe 400K. And then the other private account up like 800 to a million. I mean, it's insane, right? I'm not going to take that with me, but on my dying last breath, what I'm going to remember is all of your guys's smiles, your just and sorry if I get teared up and I get emotional, right? Because I'm not doing this to enrich myself, right? I'm doing this so I can help you all, right? I want you all to get a taste of the American dream. Okay. So, so to see you guys happy and the fact that, I'm able to provide knowledge, that means the world to me. So sorry, I get all teared, everyone's celebrating, but this is what this platform is all about. Okay. So, I got a lot of messages, that, they're saying, hey, you changed my life. And, so thank you. There's no script. This is just a heart of a future doctor who's seen a lot of pain and suffering, and a system where you have the rich just get richer and the poor are forgotten. So I'm glad that we're doing God's work. And without all you guys, lifetime access members, without all of you guys, all your due diligence, when I'm working in the hospital, I learn from you, right? And I could not have done this without all of you guys. So, yeah. This is, they say, what's the meaning of life? In my opinion, it's this. It's having a community. So, yeah. With that said, let's, talk about what's going on with the economy. So, the CPI came lower than expected. And there's a lot of chatter now in Wall Street that the Federal Reserve is most likely going to stop tightening, which is it's checkmate, right? If they stop tightening, we already saw with the M2 money supply, it's been going up. If they stop tightening, it means that they're going to start easing. And historically, when they do monetary easing and they lower interest rates, it's usually the rich get richer. But now it's quite different. It's all of us getting richer. It's me and you. We're getting richer and we're riding with America. right? We're experiencing the American dream together. And I hope today you got a feeling of it, right? The S&P, I think it went to all-time highs. QQQ is up, right? Healthcare is going to start trending upwards, and healthcare and industrials are going to be doing well in the next few weeks. This is knowledge that I've because remember, I have institutional members as well as retail, and I have the privilege to get access to the wealthy, and I hear what they think, and I share that with you all. So as you can see, it's starting to trickle down. As interest rates go down, discount rate goes down, which means the intrinsic value goes up. So there's a lot. Okay. If we were to switch our attention to the technical analysis, you can see for Humana, the S&P, the 200-day simple moving average, it's starting to, almost like a double tap. And now it reflected off of the 50-day, and it seems as now Humana is trading above its 200-day simple moving average. And just for you guys to know, usually if we were to just kind of zoom out here, it usually trades above the 200-day. Just recently in 2023, it fell, and it's been trying to pop back up into the over the 200-day, and now it successfully has done so, which suggests that perhaps healthcare, Wall Street is finally starting to rotate in healthcare. And we know that, right, guys? We know that Wall Street is starting to do that. Warren Buffett bought United Healthcare, yeah. And now we're starting to see the curling up of the 50-day simple moving average. And now all that's left is for the stock price to battle the 200-day for United, yeah. And on top of that, you have the S&P 500. And, do you remember when I told you on April 7th or April, 7th and 8th, when the stock market here was low, VIX was high, and I said, you know what, this is an opportunity, and the people that took advantage, you were rewarded, and now we're at all-time new highs, we're curling up here on the MAC, and and so now going to Clover, taking all that data to Clover, which one bit here? You're already starting to see now, just one question, just one little insertion here. Jumia, which is like, high risk, high reward. You're starting, it exploded, from $1.60 and went up. And so we're starting to get to that frothy market that we saw in 2021, right? So if we go to now Clover, right? Something interesting happened. So if we were to go to the 200-day moving average, and a lot of lines here, so I'm just going to kind of stretch this out a little bit so we can see kind of what's going on here. You can see this huge, erection of just positive, bar on, some good high volume. So, the big thing was to look at this bar here that I'm highlighting. And you can see from the peak of when we went up to $4.87, you saw that, we go all the way down here, and we tried to make way above that line, but we got rejected from the 200-day. And then, we dropped, and unfortunately, a lot of people sold, but yet we still maintained a positive channel, making higher lows, right? This was the after earnings. Then Vivek bought, then it brought us back up, and then the star release, right? And then a lot of people unfortunately sold, but then there was a recovery to the upside. And then we finally broke out of the 200-day simple moving average. Yeah. So then now we're pretty much in a positive momentum. Now you can argue we're in overbought territory, but if you look at, let's say, for stocks that opened or they continue doing this game, rising while still going up. Um, um, and it looks like Open Door is about to go for another run potentially, given that maybe the MACD might start curling back up, or it could be a fake out. But you could see there's some support here on the 50-day. But just to give you a little bit of what others have been doing. But now we are finally trading above the 200-day, which is very, very bullish. Okay. If you go to the hour chart, there is some gaps here, but we'll see what's going to happen. But I think there's going to be some consolidation, right? So make sure here. So there it is, guys. There it is. So now we just wait. I expect some consolidation. We can't go up every day, but just don't be emotionally attached to the stock price. Just have a level headed. Don't just be cool, calm, and collected. Don't get too excited, and just kind of keep it at the forefront. So today was interesting. Year to date, up 18.16%. But I want to show you something. So, we're starting to curl back up here, but just take a moment here. January 25, we were at 1.5 million on average, right? But I just want you to, I want you to just kind of look at it. I show this because I find this impressive. So stock kept on dropping, right? And all I've been doing is buying. But it went from 1.5 million all the way down to like 31,000. We lost $700,000. I mean, that's a huge home right there, right? That's a nice home, a $700,000 home, or that could be a down payment, on even a larger home. And don't let this fool you. It says it's down 359,000. That's from this. It's not from this. Take one, what's half of 1.5 million, right? That's like, near 700,000, So, but what I did was I continued buying more. I was buying more, right? And then we went ahead and now, we went up to this here. And if we were to look at the day, we were as high as 1.3 million today. Now, what I find interesting is that this was at $4.86. Now, watch what happens. What are we going to be at when it hits $4.86 again? I won't be at 1.5 million anymore. No, I would be at 1.65 million. I will have an additional $152,000 added on. Why? Because I bought more. So now I can I'm making an extra six figures. Okay. But hold on. There's more, right? So now let's go ahead and so I'm not doing covered calls right now. I need more data. I don't know if they're going to release the SaaS revenue. It's very unpredictable because if they do, then, this will fly high. We know the SaaS numbers are coming definitely by 2027, but Andrew may pull a Houdini and he may do the SaaS more, right? So just to give you a taste of what could come in the future. So given that this stock can gain a lot of traction and it is an AI healthcare related stock, and we know that open evidence and, the puck is skating towards AI and healthcare, we know where the direction is, right? So we have more of a kind of, Drunken Miller approach of thinking here, right? So we know where we're going. Wall Street's still sleeping on it. Mark Cuban just recently commented on Clover Health, so he's discovering it. And once he learns about it, he's going to be like, whoa. And so we're in the beginning here. We are so in the beginning. And it's like my honor to just share this journey with all of you. Like such a life I'm living, and I thank God to give me this opportunity, to give me this mic, to give me this fast internet, and just being able to be part of your journey. So just all of it, right? So with that, I wanted to just kind of give you an example of what you could see. So pretend if we were to sell a call today at 350, which I did not do, I will not do, but in the future, well, actually, sorry. In the future, we will, well, that's weird. Maybe I need to reload the page or something. What? Oh, I got to hit the plus sign. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's go here. So let's sell a call. So I can't sell this today because it's it's 0 days. Today is October 24th. So we'll do a week. We'll do a week out to give you an example. So you can see the there it's the $5 is paying to and $4.50 and but let's just say we believe the intrinsic value is, let's say 4. Let's say if I was to do that right now every week for the foreseeable short term, I can make let's assume let's just assume that I've done my own due diligence. I've done my intrinsic value. I'm like, all right, we're trading 2 standard deviations above intrinsic value. There's no way this thing, I'm happy if I saw it's okay. And I start doing, covered calls. If I do it at 4, I can make $47,000 per week. Now, $47,000 per week times 4, that's you could see here, that's $189,000 per month. Okay. Now times that, let's say I'm able to do this for 5 months, let's say. That's $1 million, right? And then it'll trickle back down towards reality. But I would say, this is pretty good. But I would say what's even better is the $3.50. Let's say I think that this thing's just too over to the top. Then I do the $3.50 covered call. I would not do that now, but I'm just saying, let's say if it was at $28, but I'll do the $25. You get what I'm trying to say? Let's say if it was in the $25-$30 region, and I'm kind of playing these things, right? So if I was to do that, then I'll be making $125,000 per week. And if I multiply that by 4, that's $500,000 per month. That's $500,000 per month. That's $500,000 a month, right? And you multiply that by 12, that's $6 million I can make in a year, right? But here's the thing. It shows you the power of what this pays right now. Just imagine what it's going to pay when it's at $15, $20, $30 plus. It's going to be a lot. Like right now, if I'm making, let's say on average, let's call it $500,000, or let's use this one. We're making what, 50, 50, 50. That's 200,000. So let's do the math here. 200,000 divided by, I don't know, 1.3 mil. We'll just say 1.3 mil. That's about 15% per month. If we take that and let's say, let's say it's 25, let's say we do $25, like Oscar, like 24, $25. So my portfolio will be around 8.5 mil. And if we do about 15%, what do we say? 15.38%. Then, I'll be pulling in 1.3 million per month. So let's say the options chain is juicy like this for 3 to 4 months, right? Let's say 3.5 months. I make $4 million, 4.5 million, just like that. Now, if you argue and say, well, that's tough. How, I did that, and my lifetime access members can vouch. I did it in the options edge. I thought it was the stock went up 600%, went up to 480. I'm like, we need to cool down. We need to consolidate. There needs to be some consolidation. Like, I can't imagine people thought that it was just going to, I was expecting it to consolidate. So I said, you know what? Let me do a hedge. 75 to 80% of my portfolio is long. And then the 25% cover calls and cash secured puts. Excuse me. I just got an email. Okay. So yeah. So covered calls and cash secured puts. And I was able to make 400K, probably more, but yeah, I made a lot, guys. And I'm going to be doing that again, but this time it'll be a larger number, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And the beautiful part is other people don't know what intrinsic value is. And what I'm going to do is other people are just going to gamble. I'm going to be using my software to calculate the value, and then to go 2 standard deviations above the mean, just in case, like, we don't make mistakes. Like, I don't make a mistake like selling Palantir at 40 when it goes to 150. You see what I'm saying? So, everything is very deliberate, and done very methodically and mathematically. So, so with that, just let me just go through the comments real quick. And we'll kind of debrief out. Let's see. What up? What up? My favorite homeless millionaire to soon to be billionaire. That's so funny. Appreciate you, Rudy. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh man, I swear. I used to make short videos. I'm gonna get back to that, right? It takes out for Al. It's so funny. No, yeah. Hey, as much as I am able to help people, that's really cool. To have that. No, I appreciate you, Master. You guys are sweet. My son finally gave me a nod of respect today. Nah, he respects you long before that. I was looking for 8 months. Yeah, it was pretty tough, guys. 8 months was, pretty, felt long. See you on AST. I appreciate you guys. Just trying to be the first in my family to hit 1 million. I can see the future. Absolutely. AST platform has got to be the best investment that I've ever made for myself ever. That makes me smile from ear to ear. I want to be able to provide so much value, and really build a community that I believe that corporate America took from us. Up $165,000 today. Let's go, right? $165,000, right? That is yeah. That's what's the median income? 60, 70K. That's that's more than 2 years of people's work right there in one day. That's amazing. I'm very excited. I appreciate you guys. Me telling my dad there's this guy on the internet helping me make money. I appreciate you, Drew. Right? Hell yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, only love it, Al, when club blows up, right? Damn, Al. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Um, let's see. Until I saw your videos last year, still. Now we're and this is coming from X. You can see the little X there from Twitter X. Yeah, no, this is gonna be fun, guys, because we know where we're going, right? And it's an AI revolution. It hasn't even hit healthcare yet, and we're here. Like this is like trading below its SPAC price. This is amazing, right? It's still below where Chamath bought it at, so this is great, right? No, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Happy birthday to Patrick. I love you, man. Happy birthday, right? Many more to come, many more. And soon I'll be able to celebrate one with you in person. Yeah, the meaning of life is community. That's why Jesus said to be one in communion with him. Absolutely. So the cup of blessings is the participation in the blood of Christ, and the bread broken is absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And then to the ownership. Yeah, we're gonna go up, guys. I mean, I'm very confident in that. But we'll see. We never know. But I'm very optimistic. Let's see here. So we'll be talking about this. I can't give direct financial advice, just from an educational perspective. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not licensed in any way, shape, or form. This is just educational. Just understand, right? Take everything I say as like a grain of salt. Actually, a grain of salt is worth more than what I say. A grain of salt can actually make your food taste better. It actually has a purpose. So take me less than a grain of salt. Okay. But we'll, from an educational perspective, we'll be talking about it. Yeah. Zach just likes to kind of sway itself when the momentum strikes. It's more technical analysis, I would say. But they weren't saying it was a buy when it was 250 or 260, right? If you guys know, right? I've been around for a while in the market to have seen this pattern from Zach. But no, I swear I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. No boxer shorts here, guys. No, we don't do that. We don't do that here, right? But I'm not wearing dress shoes. I will admit to that. Yeah, I'm in the office. My home office. Why do I need dress shoes for that? So I have to admit. Let's see. You see the look on Al's face when Buddy's up 165. That looks sincere. That. Now it means a lot. It's just it means a lot. Just being able to help and being part of that journey. I'm living life, man. You see, now when I go to the beach and when I go to that master suite, presidential suite room, and when I look at the ocean view like a boss with my cigar, I don't advocate smoking, just once every 4 or 5 years, but I can be at peace so I can enjoy, because I always feel guilty when I travel. I don't know. I feel guilty. Like I tell my lifetime access members, I just feel guilty. Like I have this nice room and it's hard for me to separate because I know there's people out there struggling. So with me doing this, I feel more at ease. It's like, it's okay. I built a pipeline so others can enjoy the same view I'm enjoying. So that's how I think, at least. Yeah. So we'll be talking about thanks for a platform, Al. Love how much I love you all, guys. I almost 11 years sober. Hopefully I'm still here in 20 years sober, and Clovis 20 years plus, maybe 50. Man, it's an honor and privilege to get to know you. Yeah, you fill my cup, brother. You fill my cup. So uh, I posted a paper regarding Epic in regards to its releasing its large language model. I will talk about this in a future video, but just like kind of the oh my god, I know you guys lifetime access members. I was like messaging you guys at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I didn't know the time. I thought it was like 10 a.m. I thought it was 10 p.m. It was like 3 a.m. I think, right? Yeah, I think it was. Let me double check. Hold on. What time was it? I shouldn't look. I feel so bad. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. It's 11 p.m. Good. Okay, so my sense of time. It was 11 p.m. That's not bad. But the problem is 12, 1, 2. It's 2 a.m. in Eastern time. So sorry, guys. But I did my thoughts, and Epic has pretty much helped show the puck where it's going, right? Comment with Epic's integration here makes the world believe in the AI. Counterpart is pretty much monetizing it to value-based care metrics. The HEDIS score, all these things. So two different business models, if you ask me. But it'll be interesting to kind of work through the paper and to just kind of talk about the data. Since I'm talking about it just right now, I just want to just give you a little mental model of this. So you have the patient's records from like 2015 to 2025 or whatever, how long you have it. And these records include office visits, family medicine, fatigue, different diagnoses, and, hemoglobin A1C for diabetes, the medication they're on. They're 2 month past. There's been an urgent care encounter. Their chief complaint, which is why they're coming. You have this AI model that gives you different simulations, and it gives you today's visit and what they had done, their labs, the data, which we normally click through, but then it also gives you a future of what they could get. Heart attack, COPD exacerbation. The problem is Epic helps with this, but how does it help decrease costs in a more active manner? Counterpart Clover is doing that, right? That's the business model, right? So we'll be talking about that and really kind of taking that muscle fiber and just kind of separating it out and just kind of putting some brain power onto that. I think would be useful. But yeah, I think overall, this is where we're headed. Before, the question was like, oh, how are we going to get these doctors to use the software? Now it's like doctors want to use it because they have no choice. There isn't. Burnout is real. Okay, this is going to help doctors, give them superpowers. So, yeah. So, I'm really excited of the future, and I'm excited to see where we're going to head as a family together. We're really gonna, we're really doing like this is gonna be good. So, go relax. Happy Friday. I am going to go dry cleaning. Gotta put in some suits. I'm gonna go. I haven't eaten today. I'm gonna go make some food. I'm tired. And then I'm going to get a massage. Yeah, your boy needs a massage. And I'm gonna go exercise and yeah, do all kind of things. But Yeah. So it is a, um, oh, I love this. Sharing what you are too generous to teach us with my son is priceless. Thank you, my friend. Blessings to you and those who care. Absolutely. And you know what's crazy? Uh, if you, for the lifetime access members, if you have a child, lifetime access gets passed down to your child. They don't have to buy it again. It's lifetime. It's not just lifetime for you. It's lifetime for your children. So again, the goal is to really democratize this information. Okay. So, windmill, I'm sorry, I can't answer that question for you. However, you could look at the financials and empower yourself to be able to get to that answer as a scientist. But for me to, give you the answer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not doing it myself. I'm not, I like to invest in companies I like to use and, have a vision for, but, it doesn't mean that you don't have to, right? I just, again, I'm not an advisor. I recommend, I don't have any licenses or anything like that. Heck, I don't even have my medical license yet. I mean, I'm going to be getting it soon, but I'm just, so, so I'm working on that. That's the only license I'll have. And even then, so, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I love you guys a lot, and it's good, right? So God bless you guys, and let me see if I was to leave you with a quote. What's a good quote? I picked one out today, and I really like this quote. I think it's a good quote. And I'll leave you with this one. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the inpatient to the patient. Warren Buffett. So God bless you all. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.
Albert Allen's got the secrets in his hand. Retail heroes taking over this land. Trading stocks with a master plan. Fortunes rising on the Clover brand. Numbers rolling, deals never stop. Bulls are charging, markets gonna pop. Albert's wisdom higher than the top. With Clover Health we'll hit the jackpot. Fortune calls, Albert leads the way. Retail winners here to seize the day. Clover's Health, dollars gone sway. In this game, no more bills to pay. Through the highs and lows we stay strong. Albert's voice guiding us all along. Clover's growth, we're playing like a song. Investing right, never going wrong. Stocks are climbing, reaching for the skies. Albert's insights cutting through the lies. Retail dreams standing tall, they rise. In this world of trades, we're the prize. Fortune calls, Albert leads the way. Retail winners here to seize the day. Clover's Health, dollars gonna sway. In this game, no more bills to pay. Through the highs and lows we stay strong. Albert's voice guiding us all along. Clover's growth, we're playing like a song. Investing right, never going wrong. Fortune calls, Albert